29th of September, 2012. And Georgie, go ahead and tell me what's going on today.
What's going on today? Well, today is the Mitchell Persimmon Festival Parade. And Jeff's supposed to be Grand Marshal of the parade.
I want to introduce the guy that I picked to be the Grand Marshal for the parade this year. If you can stand up behind me here, Mr. Jeff Routh.
Steve Dobson, the general chairman, told me he was going to do this 2 years ago when he started in, and I told him he didn't want to do it. I said, you don't want me as a Grand Marshal. There's probably other people more suited for it. But he said he was going with a historic theme and hometown proud. And he said that he felt that I was probably the best suited, since I'm basically the unofficial historian. That we don't have an official historian, but
When I found out that he was going to be Grand Marshal, I asked him if I was still alive when the Persimmon Festival came around, if I could ride in the car with him. And he said I'd have to argue with my granddaughters. They'd already asked for that place. So we're going up. I don't know if they couldn't find a convertible for him, so they're going to get a truck. So I guess I'll ride in the truck.
You have any message to say to people, all your fans out there?
Well, I didn't know I had any fans out there. But have a good day and enjoy the parade.
Have you practiced your wave?
No.
You know, because you're supposed to have kind of a
No.
thing so your arm
No.
doesn't really come. Let's see your wave. All right. Lisa?
she's done the grace and training.
Do some training on the wave for parade day.
You've been practicing?
Been practicing my whole life, really.
But you haven't taught your grandmother that wave yet.
No, it's always a dream of mine to be the Persimmon Queen. Never really came true for me though.
Did you live in Mitchell?
Well, I did when I was little.
Yeah.
But by the time I became eligible to be the Persimmon Queen, I was already living in Connecticut.
She always wanted to be Persimmon Queen.
Always wanted to be Persimmon Queen. It was sort of a dream of mine.
Okay, what year is this Caprice again?
This Caprice, it's a 92 Caprice Classic.
And she got it new.
It was a driver's ed car, and they got it new.
And how many miles does it have on it now?
Only 60-something.
60 some odd thousand miles.
I love it.
I think it finally turned over. It was 57,000 for the longest time.
I'm going to get a shot of the odometer. 65,631 miles. And you've put all these miles on this car?
Well, it's been to Indianapolis twice this week, and I didn't put any of them on.
No, I'm the one putting them on.
All right. So Patty Jo, I haven't talked to you at all on camera. So your mother is sitting here in her 92 Caprice,
Yes.
all dressed up with all of her wires attached.
Yes.
She's still got her seatbelt on.
Yes, she's digital. The car's not, but she is. Right.
So what do you think about your brother being the Grand Marshal of this parade?
Well, I think it's well deserved. That's what I think.
Yeah.
Very well deserved. And I'm glad they got the car instead of a truck, so Mom can go with him. And I think it's awesome. I think he should run, become the chairman, but he doesn't want to do that. But
Yeah.
I think he could.
I think he could too.
Yeah.
That's too much.
Too much work?
It's a lot of work, but I know he could do it. Well, when you want something done, you ask a busy person.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
Who gets it
That's
done.
true.
Step ladder so she could get in. She was prepared.
She was going to ride no matter
We're in the
what.
back.
There you go. So now we come up here. This will be fine.
And then when we get to 8th and Warren, or 8th and Oak, we're going to let her out.
Okay.
She's going to finish watching the parade there.
All right.
And then get me back uptown somehow.
Just go into the back in there. Okay.
You good? You might slide her forward a little bit so she's got a little foot push there and everything. Up and then let whoever.
There she is, Miss America.
Miss America.
Look at Lisa to your right there.
Dad, do you want me to get nice?
I got to walk.
New car. We got rid of
I got my camera. I'll take some pictures. Different perspective.
I'm normally behind the camera and not out front where people see me doing all this stuff, and it'll be a little bit different from that aspect. I'll take a few pictures from the car at people I know along the route and that kind of thing. So it will be a different experience for sure.
I've known Jeff Routh most of his life. I'm not sure that's a good idea. But I tell you what, he's a good choice to be the king of the parade because he can't do anything else. He has no talent, he has no looks, but thank God he knows how to read a lot of books. Congratulations, Jeff.
Just hope nobody has any rotten tomatoes or persimmons. Or if they do, they have a bad throwing on.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm proud to announce the 2012 Parade Grand Marshal, Jeff Routh. Jeff is a true representation of Mitchell's past, present, and future. He grew up on a small farm just west of Mitchell, attended Mitchell schools, Rose Holman Institute of Technology and Indiana University before settling into a career in the newspaper business. Unofficially, he's Mitchell's historian. Officially, he is the best person we have when it comes to knowing what Mitchell's past is all about. He's always had an interest in history, and we're proud to call him one of our own.
What do you think got you interested in the history of Mitchell?
I really don't know. Mom's always said that I was an old man in a young person's body. And so I've just always liked old stuff and everything, and I just started learning as much as I could about the town's history, and I think I've looked at every newspaper that exists for the town of Mitchell. So it's just something that I'd like to do.
Your thoughts about the Persimmon Festival? This has been going on since '46, is that right?
Something like that. This is the 66th annual festival. It actually started as a fall arts and crafts festival over at the school. And they thought, well, this is kind of acting as a homecoming for the town, so they said, well, let's do something else. So they added the persimmon pudding contest. And that's how it basically started and expanded from there. It was just the Fall Arts Festival and everything at the school, and then from there it's branched out to, a week-long thing and with carnival rides and who knows what all else.
It is more of a homecoming. People come back that haven't been back for a long time. And you see a lot of people that you haven't seen for a long time.
Like Mom talked about it being a homecoming. Most of the high school classes have their class reunions sometime this week. As people come in for the festival, they can also go to their class reunions. So they use it basically as a homecoming and a reunion time. And the city of Mitchell basically triples in size today. So it just shows you that, how many people do come back. So it's just a great time for the town.
I don't know where I ever rode in a convertible before. 92 years old, and I think that's the first time I ever rode in a convertible.
Did you do a lot of waving?
Yes, I did, and people that I couldn't even see who they were. They'd say, "Oh, there's Georgie." So somebody that I knew that was in the crowd. Mm-hmm. When Jeff would see somebody, then he'd say, "Now, Mom, there's so-and-so." Mm-hmm. I'm glad I was able to go and to be where Jeff was today. And glad Pat and Lisa got to be here.
We're gonna do that right here?
Yeah.
Are you ready?
Yep, Pat's bringing the walker, and then we'll go.
Stop the whole parade just for me to get in.
Absolutely, just for you.
Yep, we're stopping the whole parade. Okay.
Thank you. Jeff don't even know it, but I wrote a poem about Jeff. And Jeff gets in my walker here. He's never even heard it. Pat's making me a book, and she said, "You've never written a poem about Jeff." So we live here together in the house on Hancock and 9. He is the youngest of the 3, the ones that I call mine. He works most days in Bedford at a paper called Times Mail. You can see him in the morning heading north without fail. After working all day at the paper, he heads home to a different task, to work in the yard and garden as long as daylight will last. He also takes care of Phoebe's yard and other things that she wants done, so you can see why there is little time for fun. That's not all he has to do, for he lives with me, his aged mother. I'm always calling on him to do one thing or the other. I'm proud of you, Jeff, and all you do each day. Good health, long life, and happiness for you is what I pray.
And he's never heard that until right now.
Huh?
And he's never heard that until right now.
No, he's never heard that until right now.
So Persimmon Festival 2012 was a good day for Georgia Slaughter and Jeff Routh.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Well,
And any time that the kids can come home is a good day too.
now we just need to get you to bungee jump and everything will be okay.
Yeah, if I could bungee jump, I'd be all right. He asked me one time if there was anything I would like to do that I hadn't done. And I said, well, I haven't bungee jumped. So
Yeah, you said it.
yeah, I did.
I'm not going to let you forget it.
I said I haven't bungee jumped.
So did you have to kiss the big catfish this year?
Yeah.
Tell me about it.
It was like 44 pounds. It was pretty slimy, but it was fun.
All right, well, congratulations. Good job driving, huh?
Us right now, I feel so close to you right now. Going crazy, foolish, stupid, how they go around this pumping music? I might lose it, glass to the roof, how we use it. I don't care tonight, you don't care, we like almost there, the right vibe, ready to get live, ain't no surprise, take me so high, jumping those dives, surfing the crowd.